Hey TigerBeat, it's Dove Cameron here.
Hi, it's Melissa Cruz.
And we're gonna ask each other some questions because it's a special day because today's the release of
Rise of the Outlaws, the third book in the Descendants series.
And the prequel to Descendants 2.
That's right. Did anything surprise you about Mal and Uma's backstory?
You know, Mal and Uma obviously was not something that we talked about in the first movie or the second book or anything like that. And this is such a unique series and franchise and platform because it is ever evolving. And the movies are not based on the books and the books are not based on the movies, and it's all just kind of one big smorgasbord of amazingness, color, information. Technical term, look it up. So it's sort of like in the entirety of the storyline, you just kind of have to live and breathe it and kind of go with the flow as it evolves. So the storyline, it's almost like things are done out of order. Like like she was writing while we were filming while she was writing. So we just kind of all go with each other. It's like, oh, that's the storyline now? Okay, cool, like I'll work that into tomorrow's whatever.
Exactly.
So it wasn't so much anything was surprising as it was a backstory that we all just had to incorporate. What was your favorite part of creating Mal and Uma's backstory?
You know, what was really fun was to try to figure out where the nickname Shrimpy that Mal gives Uma comes from.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so it was like, well, where did that come from? So I wrote the whole scene where, you know, they're kind of playing pranks on Captain Hook's crew, and they're like making everybody slip and fall in all this slime, and Mal accidentally slips on her own slime, and Uma laughs, which is unforgivable. So Mal dumps a bucket of shrimp on Uma's head, hence Shrimpy.
So I didn't even know that when I was shooting.
What are some of Mal's strengths that you admire?
Oh. I admire Mal's sort of ability to go with her gut, because I really believe in a sort of a world system personally, like myself, where there is no, I mean, aside from the obvious, there is no real right or wrong definitive answer. It's not as black and white as we all like to make it seem. And Mal goes with her impulses and her gut as her sort of guiding light, and I just think that that's really gorgeous, and I aspire to be more like that. And her ability to keep her ferocity while also being a really good friend. Like I think a lot of people mistake like ferocity or independence or strength for iciness, and it's not the same thing. They almost go hand in hand with kindness and support. Which character do you identify with most? I know the answer to this.
Yes. You know, I always want to say Mal because she's so cool and such a great tough chick.
Go on.
And you know, and the hero of the story.
And beautiful and super funny and smart and stop it.
Purple hair.
Too much.
But sadly, that's not who I am. I'm more like Carlos, you know, kind of the nerd who sits in the back, you know, who knows all the answers to the tests. So that's, you know, he's a lot more like me, so I guess.
We love Carlos.
Do you ever read Descendants fan fiction?
Okay, so there's a group text that goes on between me and Cameron and Boo and Soph, and it's always open, and it's always like, because we know each other so well and we're always in communication, the text is never like informational or like, how are you guys today? It's always like the most random stuff, and it's like 3 a.m. And so we always send each other like the most ridiculous fan fiction and fan edit photos and like Meavy and J-Los and all this stuff. And like lately, the thing that we've all been finding really funny is the Ways to Be Wicked video. Cameron, we're all such good friends, right? We're like best friends, we're like siblings. And Cameron and I could not be more like brother and sister. And so I guess we were just really comfortable with each other in the Ways to Be Wicked music video. But now everybody's shipping Carlos and Mal all of a sudden. It's like the weirdest, most uncomfortable thing for us because we're siblings. And so we've been like sending each other all that fan fiction lately, and it has been just making us like, I mean, it's the funniest thing in the world to us because we know the context.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, there's nothing funnier than the Descendants fanfiction. We love it. Keep it coming. What message do you want readers to take away from the book?
You know, I think what the Descendants series is about being true to yourself, no matter who your parents are, you know, and they've always been struggling with that. You know, they're expected to be these horrible, evil monsters, but they have good in them. So it's really about being true to yourself and being your own person and not someone that your parents or your teachers or whoever says who you are.
Aww. That's a good one. Bye! See you next time! We didn't even rehearse that. That's amazing.